This video contains 17 calls made by Murdaugh while being held in jail. They are with Buster, Lynn, Randy, and Liz. Take a listen.
Hey, Bud.
Hey.
Did I wake you?
No.
You might be taking a nap.
No, it's 8 o'clock.
What you watching?
No, I'm just watching my phone.
I got you. Did you have a good day?
Yeah, good.
Good. Get stuff done?
Yeah.
Good. You gonna be up there tomorrow too?
Yeah, I'll be up here until Friday.
And then remind me where you going Friday?
Well, we were supposed to go to a concert, but it got postponed.
COVID?
Yeah.
Is it bad out there, Bus?
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's pretty bad.
I got you. What else is going on?
Nothing.
You been all in the news today too?
No, I don't know. I haven't looked.
No, not neither. All right, well, I just wanted to say, hey, everything else okay?
Yeah, everything's good. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. You know, doing everything. Under the circumstances, I guess, you know, doing good. So, all right, I love you. I'll catch up with you soon, okay?
All right.
Brooklyn, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye. Hey, bud.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
What you doing?
At work.
You paying attention to the weather?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the forecast changing? I know it's supposed to be snow and ice and all that. I just want to make sure you get on the road before it freezes.
Yeah, well, it's not happening down in the low country, and I got to come back up here on Tuesday, but hopefully it'll be melted by then.
Well, what time are you going to be able to get on the road today?
This afternoon, I guess.
3?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure you were watching it and paying attention to it. I'll try to call you when you're not at work, when you're on the road.
I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal. It's just going to be a little bit of sleet.
So it's not as bad as they said it was going to be?
Well, I mean, who told you it was going to be really bad?
I just saw on the news yesterday at some point where they were saying it was going to be really bad this weekend.
I mean, I'm just not really sure. I mean, I guess it could be, but
you should be out of there before if it's going to be bad. You should be out of there before it gets too bad. Just be careful driving, okay?
Yeah, no, today won't present a problem. It's not. I mean, it's not happening until Sunday.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that. I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, it's all Sunday, and it's all like, you know, higher up. It's
like in North
like
Carolina.
100%. Well, I mean, I think it'll happen in like Columbia, maybe a little bit above, but it's definitely not happening like below Orangeburg.
Well, you got to drive through there, though, so just be careful, okay?
Yeah, but I'm driving today, and then I won't drive back until Tuesday, so it should, with it happening on Sunday, it should be fine.
Okay, so you think you'll be leaving there sometime mid to late afternoon?
Here today?
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of depends.
What's the earliest you'll leave?
Hard to say. You know, sometimes they let me leave early since I've got to.
What time?
I said sometimes they'll let me leave earlier since I drive 4 hours, but I could be here until 4:30. I just don't know.
Okay, well, I'll try you later to see if you're on the road.
All right.
Everything else okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
What y'all gonna do this weekend?
Well, the concert got canceled, so I think we're just gonna kind of hang low. Brooklyn wants to kind of do some stuff like do-it-yourself projects around the apartment, so I think we're gonna do stuff like that. And I think we're supposed to go to dinner with another couple. So.
Well, that sounds fun. Buster, have you met the little girl that seems to be about Brooklyn's age? She's not a lawyer, but she's in her law firm. She's like a receptionist. She's a real cute girl. What's her name?
I've been around. Her name's Olivia. That's who we're going to dinner with this weekend.
I would think she's got a boyfriend. That's a pretty cool dude.
Well, I mean, she had one, and then she broke up with him, and now she's dating. But apparently, it's somebody she's bringing to dinner, so I just don't know.
Well, she's a pretty girl. I don't doubt she has any trouble getting a boyfriend.
Right.
Anyway, so you did like her boyfriend, but she broke up with him?
No, I never met the guy she was dating. He was from like Massachusetts or something.
Well, does Brooklyn like her?
Yeah, they hang out a good bit.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right, you get back to work. I'll call you later. Love you.
All right, love you too.
Bye. Hey, man.
Hey.
What you doing?
Nothing. I just got up here to Columbia.
I got you. Are you going to Charlotte tomorrow?
Yeah, in the morning.
I got you. How come you didn't have to be there today?
MLK Day?
Today was MLK Day?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought that was in February. I guess I knew it was in January. It was the weekend red always went camping.
Black History Month is February, but MLK Day is
That's right.
January.
I got you. Were you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I guess that we were locked the other day. I guess a lot of people took the holiday off. So anyway, you just getting to Columbia?
Yeah, I mean, literally maybe 20 minutes ago.
All right, are you okay?
Yeah, and I just had some stuff I had to do late today, and I'm Hilton Head, so I didn't get on the road until about 5:30, 5:45.
Did you get it done?
Yeah, I had to take Grady to the vet.
You exercising any?
Yeah, Brooklyn and I have started playing a lot of tennis.
I love to play tennis.
And just different stuff.
Is she
Being
good?
active and no.
She's not.
No, she's not good.
She get mad at you when you hit it too hard?
No, but I try not to do that.
I understand. All right. Well, I just wanted to say, hey, I know you're probably getting ready to settle in and hit the hay, so I'll try to call you tomorrow.
Real quick, without getting too into detail over the phone, a letter was given to me the other day that you signed.
From?
You remember that?
With Randy and Dick and Jim?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I did. Just hang tight. Just for, when did they give it to you?
Definitely last week.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
mostly just double checking
and have them be in touch.
Well, I mean, it's fine. I understand it, and I've spoken with them. I'm just double checking to make sure that that's how you want to proceed.
That was the 340 or whatever.
Yeah, it's that request letter.
I can't remember what the request is. Is 340?
Yes, I believe so. I don't have it in front of me, but that's definitely ballpark.
All right, good deal. I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, I don't expect Judge Lee. I don't know. She didn't sound like she was going to do much, but she's going to rule at some point, and then they're going to have to give me a call or talk to me.
Okay.
So I'll be talking to them soon.
All right.
Everything else okay with you?
Yeah.
All right. Tell Brooklyn, hey, okay?
Okay.
Buster, I want a three-way
yes.
Papa T sometime, and Grandma, will you tell them I want to and see if, I know they've had a hard time with all this, but see if they're okay with that.
Yeah, and I'm actually, I've got me and Nicole making plans to go to Edisto on Saturday. Just kind of going through some stuff before it gets listed.
Right.
And I was going to call Grandma to see if she wanted to come as well, just to see if there's anything in there that she would want, sentimentally or whatnot.
Sure, that's sweet.
And what I think, maybe that day, if you can call me, obviously you don't know if you'll be able to, neither do I, but maybe that day we can discuss potentially like giving them a call and getting them set up with an account.
All right, let's plan to do that, and if I can call, we will. If I can't, then we'll figure it out. Some other way.
All right.
All right, you get you some rest, okay?
Okay.
What y'all do this weekend?
We didn't do much. We were supposed to go to that concert, and it got
No, I haven't
canceled.
talked to you since Friday, have I?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
Friday afternoon, you didn't know what time you were going to leave Rock Hill. What time did you end up leaving?
I left around 1:30.
Cool. Was the weather as bad as what they thought it was going to be?
I don't know, man. I was down in Hilton Head all weekend, and it wasn't very bad. It rained. It rained a pretty good bit Sunday morning, but I mean, it wasn't bad down there. I know people that in Greenville and Charlotte and all. Like, I mean, it definitely snowed.
I got you.
But no, it doesn't appear. It doesn't appear to have been very bad.
How was hanging out with those friends?
It was fine. So it ended up being we just hung out with that girl that works in Brooklyn, and I don't know, there was some kind of issue with her and the boy, or some kind of communication failure.
Cute girl. She seems like she's real bubbly and fun. I mean, she seems like she'd be fun to be around.
She is. So we went to dinner that night, and we were going to go. It's some kind of Mexican restaurant down around Sea Pines. Something called Holy Tequila.
Enchiladas?
What?
Is it enchiladas?
No, it's called Holy Tequila.
Oh, Holy Tequila. Yeah, I've heard of that.
And that's where we went.
What
and then we were gonna go try to maybe like do some putt-putt or some kind of little activity, but it was so cold we just went back to Brooklyn's condo and hung out.
I got you. Drank some wine?
Yeah, so, stuff like that.
Well, good. I'm glad you had a good, decent weekend. So, anyway, everything else is okay?
Yeah, everything's good.
What was on TV Friday, Bus? I saw John Marvin on there for just a second.
Dad, it was something ABC 2020. I didn't watch it.
Well, was it a new interview or was it from that old interview?
I would assume if it had him on TV, it had to be the old one. He has not gone on TV since.
He hasn't. 10-4. 10-4. All right. Well, I mean, was it the same old stuff with a bunch of innuendo and false stuff, or were they being semi-truthful?
Dad, I'd love to be able to give you some insight, but I didn't watch it and I didn't seek out any transcripts from it. I don't know. I know.
It ain't no big deal.
I would assume it's the same old thing. Brooklyn told me some stuff that was on it, and it was stuff that's wrong. So I mean, it's just that same old.
Stephen Smith and Gloria and all that bullshit.
I think it probably had to touch on that. I think this one hit maybe a little bit more on the boat wreck.
I got you.
I just know that there was some stuff that Brooklyn said that was said in the little show, and it's just stuff that's not important, but it just shows that if they are willing to state that in fact, that they just don't know what they're saying, because it's just stuff that's not true.
I understand. So are they still trying to say out there like there's some mystery surrounding Gloria's death, about how she died?
Saying what now?
About how she died. Are they still trying to make some innuendo there?
About Gloria?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they still trying to say anything about Stephen Smith, even though Andy Savage?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
there's
anybody.
No connection to us?
Yeah, I don't think anybody took the heart of
Did
Andy Savage.
ever come out and say there's no connection?
No,
Even though
they
told Andy Savage that?
No, SLED has not released anything. They didn't even release a statement about what was this most recent thing. There was something came out not long ago talking about how there's been like a breakthrough in evidence to do with like the homicides, and SLED wouldn't even come out and issue a statement saying that there has been no further evidence like gathered.
10-4. 10-4.
So personally, I would not count on Sled to help in any way.
I was just curious. All right, my man. You get some rest, and what time you get on the road tomorrow?
About 8 a.m.
Did you watch any
Definitely.
football yesterday?
Yeah, I watched the Cowboys.
Can you believe the friggin' Cowboys lose out in the damn wild card round?
Well, did you watch the game?
I watched some of them. I watched the ones I could, yeah. I watched most of the Cowboys.
So you didn't watch the end of the Cowboys?
Yeah, I saw the end of it when they ran out of time.
Yeah, it was just kind of messed up.
But, I mean, I don't know what else they would have done other than throw a Hail Mary.
I mean, it's not much of a Hail Mary when you're throwing it from the 35.
That's true. That's true. But, I mean, run and play 14 seconds and run the ball with no
and the referee read it. And the referee read into the fella.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I mean, that's so typical of the dang Cowboys. Losing the first round. I'm just not sure Dak's. I mean, his numbers are so good, but I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, tough to be a Gamecock fan and a Cowboy fan, I tell you.
Well, Gamecocks are getting better.
Yeah, I saw that.
Shane Beamer about an hour ago got the national first head coach of the year award.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Head coach?
Yeah, Shane Beamer just got it's called the Steve Spurrier Award. It's the nation's best first
I saw
year
where he
in the
was
program.
nominated for that, and they explained a little bit about it. Buster, that thing said we got 1 minute, so I'll let you go, okay? I love you, buddy. I think about you all the time. I hope you know that.
Yes, sir. I love you too.
Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Tell Brooklyn, hey, I love her. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
You in Charlotte?
I just leaving actually. Just getting on the road.
Where you headed?
Columbia tonight. Maybe all the way down, depending on. I'm gonna do some research on the weather, and depending on how that looks, we'll determine whether I stay or if I go all the way back tonight.
What's it supposed to be, freezing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming in rain, ice, stuff like that.
All right, well, you be safe on the roads, okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You had a good week in Charlotte?
Yeah, I had a good week.
Well, good.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to call Jim. I heard, some people told me they saw that stuff on the news about the judge ruling the other, Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah, Jim emailed me, and he told me that if I were to talk to you before you talk to him, to tell you that the judge didn't change anything, apparently.
Yeah, I saw it.
Also, I'm working through this stuff, and, Jim and Dick are kind of, pressing me a little bit, looking for this stuff, but, I need to, we need to talk about that.
Okay.
Or write about it or something.
All right, I'm going to try to call him right now.
I'm not satisfied with that letter now that because that letter had contingencies talking about the bond, and now the bond we know is not an issue. And that figure also, I believe, is inaccurate, and I'll know that sooner when I hear back from Courtney at Merrill Lynch, but I believe the figure in the letter is not accurate.
What's the figure in the letter, 38?
Near that, and
or 36?
Mine, it's like 385, I think, is the figure in the letter, and I believe it's more, from the information that I've gathered, and this isn't accurate yet but I've got the lady sending me all the info, but I think it's lower than that.
10-4. All right. Well, I got to talk to them, and I'll give you a call back. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. You drive safe. I'll try to call you this evening to see how you doing. Okay?
All right. I won't be doing anything. I'm just kind of every time I go by Columbia, I kind of pack it up a little bit. I'm getting rid of my apartment. Well, I told you that.
You did. I'm sorry you're having to do that, Buster.
That's all right.
Sorry you're having to do everything you're having to do, bud.
It's okay.
You're a good man. Proud of you.
Oh, thanks. All right. Well, yeah. I'll be by myself all night. So Call whenever.
Try to give you a call. I love you.
All right. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Hey.
What you doing?
Nothing. What's up?
Oh, not much. Is it snowing?
Nah, not down here. It's not.
Is it cold?
It is cold. Yeah.
Like what?
Like 38 degrees.
Wow. Where are you?
I'm at Edison, actually.
You spend the night last night?
Nah.
I got you.
Just
What
tidying
you doing?
some stuff up. John's about to list the house, so just kind of getting junk out of it and whatnot.
10-4. Sorry you having to do that by yourself.
Oh, Brooklyn's with me.
Hey, tell Brooklyn, hey, let me talk to her.
Brooklyn, you want to talk to Dad? Huh?
Hello.
She doesn't have to come to the phone.
I'm here.
Hey, darling.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm freezing my tail off.
I bet you are. Buster said it's 38 degrees. Somebody told me there's a little bit of snow on the ground here in Columbia. One of the officers told me a little bit of snow, but
Yeah, it was snowing a ton in Columbia. We saw on social media and stuff that it was snowing pretty good there.
I don't think too much of it's sticky now, you know.
Yes, sir.
No, well, thank you for helping Buster.
Oh, no problem.
You doing good?
Yes, sir.
Work's okay?
Yep, it's going good.
I'm glad. Is Buster doing okay?
Yes, sir.
Would you tell me if he wasn't?
Yeah, I would.
Promise?
I promise I would.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I still got to call you and get you to set up an account. I think about you all the time.
Yeah, I know. I saw where you called Christmas Day, but I was on the beach and felt bad because I figured that I could have set up an account then. But yeah, anytime you call, I can go ahead and set it
I'll
up.
make a point. I'll try to call you this weekend.
Okie dokie.
So did Grandma and Papa T decide not to come?
Did you ask her to come? I think because the weather and everything, it was too bad for them to try to drive down here.
I understand. All right. Well, I love you. It's good to talk to you.
Love you too. Here's Bus.
Ella.
Hey.
Oh.
I was hoping Grandma and Papa T would be there.
Yeah, no, I called them last week and asked them, and she just said they probably weren't going to come.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Buster, how are they doing?
I mean, I guess they're all right.
Huh?
I mean, I think they're all right.
You do?
Well, I mean, respectfully.
Yeah. I know they're having a hard time.
Well, it's out there. I mean, they can't get out of their own way. You sit there and you watch all this, you keep up with it. You're gonna be in a bad mood.
I understand. Let me ask you this truthfully. I mean, you think they're in a place where they feel like talking to me, or you think they're too upset?
I don't know. I know they're upset. I just don't know.
All right. Well, will you find that out point blank?
Yeah.
And I will bother them if they need more time. If they do, I'd like to talk to them.
All right.
So tell them that I'd like to set up a thing, but I totally understand, if they're not ready. Totally.
All right.
Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right, that's a deal. You get back to work. I'll try to call you later when you aren't doing stuff. You going back to Okatee tonight or to Hilton Head?
Hilton Head.
What y'all got plans?
No.
All right.
Gonna watch NFL games and cook dinner and hang out, I guess.
Well, have fun. You got people coming over?
Brooklyn's friend might be coming over, but I don't know.
Well, good. All right, my man. I love you.
All right, love you too.
Tell Brooklyn it's good to talk to her.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Buzz, I meant to ask you.
Yes.
Did Netflix put something out on about all this?
Is there a show on Netflix about all this? I don't think so. The only things that have been released is Oxygen, something called Oxygen True Crime, and then the ABC 2020 series was released.
Series? What series?
An episode. Like an hour and a half episode.
I got you. Somebody just told me that. Somebody told me Netflix was in Hampton. Anyway. All right. I was just curious. I love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Hey.
Hey, Alex. How are you?
Am I catching you at a bad time?
No, You're fine. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Liz and I were talking about you this morning that neither one of us had heard from you. And apparently John Marvin heard from somewhere that y'all they shut y'all down on making phone calls.
Well, I think COVID's running through this place. And
yeah, I think it's going through a lot of, it's real rampant right now out in the community and in all the different facilities.
10-4, everybody else is doing good. Cody's good. Kids are good.
Yeah, everybody's doing good. And we're going along. I think I told you last time we talked that Mills' boyfriend is going to move to Somerville, and so they're starting the process of looking at houses and getting pre-approved and trying to figure all that out. So,
think they're going to get married?
You know, it kind of seems like, we don't know for sure. He hadn't asked yet, but they seem to be moving in that direction. So we'll see.
He seems like a nice boy.
He is a nice guy. We like him a lot. So and she's real happy with him, and that's what counts.
You know,
so.
That's all that matters.
That's right. So.
Well, not all that matters, but that's most of what matters.
It's a lot of it, that's for sure.
All right, well, tell everybody hello, and Lynn, let me tell you this. Anytime, if you ever need to talk to me, like when I usually try to call Buster first.
Absolutely, that's your priority, yes.
And so, like, if y'all ever need me to call for something or whatever, then
okay.
The best thing, reach out to him. But, like, I haven't talked to him since, I don't know, Friday probably, which is unusual. Okay. I try to talk to him every day, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't have a specific need to talk to you. It just makes me feel better to hear your voice. You know how that goes.
I do, and I appreciate it. They cut off canteen because of this COVID, so...
Well, and that was kind of my next question because we were talking about that. You hadn't asked for anything and hadn't put anything on for a while, but we did what the situation was. So you can't do that anymore?
Well, somebody put some money on there because it was enough for me. Even like this last time, I still had like $110 when I placed my order, but then they canceled. Okay. They canceled the orders, and that was for delivery. That was last week. We get canteen. I told you how this canteen works. It isn't like you go to a canteen and get it out of a vending machine.
No, you have to place the order and then they deliver it or whatever.
And you can order $60 worth, and it comes in the bag on Mondays. Well, they canceled it this past Monday, and they haven't opened up orders for, what's today, Tuesday? The deadline's tomorrow at 10 o'clock, so...
And they had to open it up.
Apparently we're not going to get it next week either.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well,
I hate that. Yeah.
I had a little bit, I try not to eat all that crap just because I try not to get so fat and I try to exercise.
It's not good for you, but...
I got enough to last me this week, but I don't think another week.
About a week after that, yeah.
Maybe.
What about... Yeah.
What?
Have you found the library and gotten you some books to read, or?
They don't allow to go to the library, so.
Okay. All right.
But no.
Well, at one point, somebody said, I think Liz said that she'd heard that we could get a book to you, but I didn't know if you had gotten it or not.
No, I know they had some like at the front desk or something, but.
Okay, but they didn't bring them to you?
Then, I don't know. I haven't been able to. So far, I haven't been able to get to him.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
This
Well,
guy in my dorm that quit taking his dang meds, and you know, I told you about the one crazy guy that's yelling all the time.
Yeah.
You can hear him on the phone. He hasn't been out of the cell in 2 years. Well, this other guy, all he did was sleep and eat. I promise you. But then he quit taking his meds, man, and he's one of these conspiracy theorists.
Oh, man.
You ought to hear the stuff coming out of his mouth. But that's them down.
Some of those people are. Some of those people
it's really
are crazy.
sad, though. I tell you,
It is sad.
The thing about mental illness,
it's for real.
I've seen it firsthand in here, and I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you all about it one day, but it's really sad.
It is sad. We run into it, with what I do on a regular basis, and it's hard. Some of those people are just. It's sad. You're right. It is absolutely sad, but it's a real thing for them. So.
And I mean, he throws his food, he searches everybody that walks by. You know, he thinks I don't know. He thinks I'm a sergeant or something like that.
some memory from somewhere in his past. Yeah.
I'm trying to give him this medicine now, but anyway. All right. I love y'all, and
We love you too. Did you get my card?
I'll call y'all soon. What?
Did you get my last card?
Oh, with the pictures of the dogs and stuff?
Yeah.
I did, and I thank you.
Well, you're welcome, and then I sent you another one since then, so it should be coming any time now.
Well, I look forward to receiving it, and I appreciate it.
Yep, you're quite welcome. I love you.
I love you, and talk to you soon.
Okay, take care of yourself. All right. Bye.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I'm all right. This place is kind of locked down with COVID and all this stuff, but where are you?
Office. Charlotte.
Oh, you at the headquarters?
Yeah.
What you doing up there?
I'm working.
It's not usual for you not to be at a restaurant, is it?
I haven't been at a restaurant in a long time.
Really?
I don't do that anymore.
What do you do now?
I work with the accounting department and write training materials and whatnot.
So you got a different job?
Yeah. I don't do hiring anymore.
You like it better or not as much?
It's indifferent.
No different, no more boring or less boring?
No.
But you still get to work remote a lot?
No, I've been up here. I've been up here ever since the year turned over, but I think I'll be able to work remote more. It's just I've had to go through to do certain things.
I got you. Do you stay in the same hotel when you're up there?
Yeah, I've stayed in the same hotel for 3 weeks now.
Did you get in where you know the people in the hotel?
Yeah, I do. I checked in the other day and didn't have to show my ID or anything.
Is it the same person?
Yeah, it's just this black lady.
She's nice?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. Where do you eat up there? Do you eat with some of your buddies or?
No, the day that I get here, I go to the grocery store and I buy groceries and
so you
eat out of
like one of those little
yeah, I have like a suite. Yeah.
It's got an oven and everything?
Mhm.
Huh. So what are you doing? You still on your diet?
Yeah.
Are you doing good with it?
Yeah.
Had you gained weight?
No.
You just trying to maintain?
No, I just wanted to be healthier.
How's Brookie?
She's good.
And Buster?
I don't talk to her a lot throughout the day.
You did?
No, I said I don't talk to her a lot throughout the day. I'm pretty busy and she's pretty busy, so we don't really have long conversations until after work.
I'm working. Hopefully, as soon as this COVID stuff, Jim and Dick are gonna come out here, and then I'll be in touch with you about what to do.
Okay, well they keep asking me, and I simply texted Jim the other day, and I'm like, look here, I'm working on it, but I'm not giving it to you right now because I don't think that's correct.
Well, all right, but I'll let you know. I mean, you're going to have to do something here pretty soon, and I'll let you know when to do it. Deal?
Okay. Well, I mean, is that like a week, 2 weeks, a day?
It's going to be hopefully sooner than that. I got to talk to Uncle Randy, and then I got to talk to Jim.
Okay.
All right, Pat, let me try to call Uncle Randy now. If I get out tonight, maybe I can call you at night when you're at the hotel. Hey, did you watch those games this weekend?
Yeah.
Man, wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, they were all good. All 4 games were decided by a field goal.
Yeah. Well, Cincinnati.
Well, actually, the last one was a touchdown, but that was overtime. So.
Yeah, the Chiefs. Who you pulling for the Super Bowl to win the Super Bowl?
The Bengals.
Me too. I want to see Joe Burrow win it. Huh?
Yeah.
I do too. That's who I'm pulling for. So they play the Chiefs this weekend in Arrowhead, right?
Yeah.
That's a big order, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was gonna pull for Tom, but they lost.
Pull for who?
Brady.
Oh yeah, me too. I was pulling for him when he came back in that game. I thought.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Hello.
I'm here. You know what I thought.
Hey, I want to ask you a question. I'm needing to. Previously, where have you filed my taxes?
Buster, I don't even know.
Well, they've been filed before.
I don't know that we ever filed, actually.
I'm telling you that we have, because I have 2 checks that I found that are voided, but they've been filed, because you don't get checks without them being filed.
They came from the Treasury?
One did, one's federal.
That's what I mean, the Treasury. The federal Treasury, or whatever it's called.
All right, well, no, I'll figure it out. I just didn't know if you knew anything about it.
Buster, I know you paid taxes.
Well, I mean, they've been filed. You don't get a return without filing. I need to write off my car, and I need to find the taxes receipt on my car, but I don't know where they are.
The tax receipt. Now that's a different kind of taxes, Buster.
Yeah, I know, but it's paid. But I can.
No, here's the deal. Your county tax receipt, you would get that in wherever your car was registered, which I think is Hampton.
You have 1 minute remaining.
That's different than income taxes. You hear me?
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I get out tonight, I'll try to call you tonight, okay? And tell you where to get all this stuff.
It's all right. I'll figure it out.
Well, I'm going to try to call you tonight anyway. I heard that lady, that computer voice say we have 1 minute.
All right.
All right. Everything else okay with you?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be in touch. I love you.
All right. I would say.
Bye.
Hey, Alec.
Hey, bro.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Am I catching you at a bad time?
No, bro. I got you on speakerphone. I got Mary Elizabeth and Christy right here.
Hey, Mary Elizabeth and Christy.
Hey, Uncle Alec.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How's everything there?
It's okay. You know, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to get Jim and Dick down here now that, you know, they're not giving me a bond. I'm trying to figure out how to bring this to a head. But they can't come in now because of COVID, and it's closed up, and I don't know, it's half shut down.
Are you pretty comfortable, you know, as you can be there now?
It's what now?
Are you pretty comfortable there? As comfortable as you kind of can be now?
Well, I mean, finally get used to sleeping on this little mattress, you know. I mean, It ain't comfortable, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Right. Because you'll be there for a while, right? I didn't know that they said that, you know, there wasn't bond or anything like that. So are you just kind of sticking tight?
You know, I mean, I don't have a choice. But I don't know. That's what I'm going to talk to Jim and them about. You know, I won't be here long term. I'll be here till, you know, whatever, something's done with everything.
Yeah.
This is just temporary.
Right.
But anyway.
Are there some nice people in there? Are there some nice people in there?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, there really are, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I got some nice guys, and they have these little pods. Your daddy can tell you kind of what it looks like, but there's 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 pods, and there's like 8 rooms in a pod. And, you know, really most of the guys in, you know, I mean, my pod, I mean, they're pretty nice guys, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm glad you a lot of personal stuff, but, you know, I mean,
right.
they're pretty nice. So, anyway, and, you know, then they bring in all these new punks, and, of course, they like to try to, you know, whatever. But it ain't no big deal. I do worry about you all the time.
I think about you all the time, too, Uncle Alec. We all really do.
We have people asking about you all the time, Alec.
Hey, I love y'all. Can I talk to your daddy?
Yes, sir.
You may take off the speakerphone.
I don't care. You can leave it on the speakerphone.
I'm just trying to,
If I keep talking to them.
All right. I got it.
We just can't do that in here.
Hey, what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You said you couldn't do what?
It's all right.
I didn't hear what you said, though. You said you couldn't do something. I just didn't hear you.
I'm just talking about, you know, talking. I just can't talk on the phone much longer right now.
Okay. All right.
Randy, tell me 2 things. Number one, you had said something about this. You needed to distribute the junior trust.
Yep.
What is the funds for that?
Well, we got to wait until we get the last tax.
So you don't know that now?
Yeah, I do know, but we got to wait until after we know the tax, until we get the last tax bill. Somehow or another, when Daddy was involved, 2015 inadvertently did not get filed, and then when we filed it, there were some penalties. We got the state penalties and gotten federal penalties, but it's somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere. It's somewhere over 700. And of course, it's all of the grandchildren, his grandchildren.
And what got done just recently?
That just goes to each person individually. So you need to have an agreement with what happens to that, with the receiver.
I understand that, but what was that amount?
Well, it's between, I don't know, I honestly don't know the answer to it, but it's a little over 700, so it'd be divided by 7, so it'd be a little less than 100. I think it's somewhere around.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what just got done with Daddy's thing.
Well, that's different. You asked about Junior.
I know, that's what I asked about to start with, and then the second one, I'm asking about what just got moved.
All it did is his IRA got divided.
Not Junior's. I'm talking about what you talking about.
Daddy's retirement got divided into 4 parts, and it went into, pursuant to his instructions, it went into 4 different trusts. And so, still in the same place but in names of the 4 beneficiary trusts.
I understand that. Do you know what those amounts were?
I think it's somewhere around 340 or 345. I don't know that for sure, because keep in mind, it's not cash. It's just it's an investment. So it's it changes with time. But somewhere in that range. And I told Dick that. He kept saying it was 380 or 390, and I said, no, it's not.
I remember that. Now, so you had said something to me about.
But Buster believes that you want that transferred. You want it liquidated and transferred to their trust account.
What now?
Buster believes that you want
I talked to Buster.
That liquidated and transferred to their trust account.
I understand.
What is it? Hey, Bo, without being able to talk to you, he doesn't know if that's right or not right.
Well, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
And the other thing I'm trying to figure out is, do you have any idea when that junior thing will be done?
No, because we got to get the federal taxes, the federal tax penalty for them not having filed 2015. So, I mean, until we get, I really don't know, Bo. You know, when's the IRS going to send out a penalty? I don't know. South Carolina sent one out pretty quickly. It was just within a few months.
So you got to wait on it. You don't request it.
No. You don't request it. You just file it. You just file the return, and then they automatically send send that out. And that's what they've done.
All right. Well, tell Mary Elizabeth and Chris.
Well, but I'll tell you this. If you have direction for it and an agreement for it, then we can probably disperse and hold a certain amount back. But it has to be a certain amount that will later get divided by 7. So everybody's would have to get reduced by the same amount that we hold back.
That makes sense. I understand that.
And everybody's ready to get it, but the reason why we haven't done it yet, because we have that tax bill, and because you haven't said what you want to do with yours.
See, that's what I thought you were waiting on me. I didn't know there was a tax bill.
Well, there is a tax bill, but we're waiting on you. So either we have to wait for the tax bill, and as soon as we pay it, Bo, if we disperse that, then it's just going to be there for the taking, I guess. Under, which is not in your best interest.
Which is what I'm gonna talk to Vic and Jim as soon as they can get out here, and I'll have explicit instructions. I'm probably gonna just make notes. And,
well, keep in mind that wait until the tax bill comes, and then when it gets dispersed, by order, I have to contact the receivers and say, hey, here's this money.
I understand.
And then the other option is, if you work out a deal with the receivers and you tell me what it is, then I can hold back a certain amount of money for the potential tax consequences, disperse the rest to everybody, including you, pursuant to whatever you work out with them. And then there'll be just a little bit more after the taxes are paid. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I'm waiting on them to get down here for several reasons.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Paid. I got to get an agreement.
Hello?
Hey, when did you lose me? Can you hear me?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Alex.
When did you lose me?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, but I don't know what's going on. I was able to hear you one little second.
Can you
and
hear me?
my phone got disconnected because it said the call failed. But, Bo, you're not on the cell phone, are you?
No, I think the 15 minutes was probably up.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
What's going on
with
the service here? Hello? Hey.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
But what's going on with the service? Is it on your end or my end?
I don't know. I'm on the landline. I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think it cut off because it was 15 minutes.
It said the call failed is all it said. But anyway.
Well, I was done. When did you lose me?
You know what? I don't know, Bo. I hate to say it.
All right, well.
You said you were talk to them and get explicit directions. I told you there's one or two choices. Yeah.
No, I got all that. We're on the same page. And I'm going to get them down here as soon as they can get back in here and figure this out, figure out exactly what to do, and figure out how to move. They've been trying to get me out. They ain't going to get me out. So, they were, anyway, try to figure out how to move some of this behind it so everybody can try to get some, I don't know, maybe not
Hey, but it seemed like one thing to do is get the charges to come up, you know?
What?
It seems like one thing to do is get the charges to come up.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's some reason I'm not asking that question. I'm just thinking out loud. You know, I mean, they're going to come up. Why not get them to come up now, you know?
I don't think they have control over that.
Well, no, but I mean, you can ask that. I just don't know. I don't know whether they're asking that or not. But anyway.
That's one of the things we're going to talk about and try to bring maybe everything to a head or figure out how to bring things to a head. But tell Mary Elizabeth and Chrissy, I'm glad I got to talk to them and tell them I'm sorry I couldn't talk longer.
I will. I'll definitely do it. All right. Well, give me some instructions on those, and if you have questions, just let me know.
And I'll check back with you. I love you.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Hey.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. Am I catch you at a bad time?
Well, I actually just have a guy that pulled up to give me a quote on the yard.
Yeah. Let me try to call you back later.
Yeah, will you have time to call me later?
Probably. You know, I think it's been so sporadic because COVID's going through this jail, so, you know, there's been a lot of lockdown, but I'll try to call you back later. Hey, is Buster, have you talked to Buster?
Not today. He's in Charleston now, or should be at least.
He's in Charleston?
Yeah, he was going to a wedding with Brooklyn.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay.
So
all right, I'll try to call you later. Y'all,
well,
I should be able to call you this afternoon.
Okay, that would be great. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. So,
okay, well,
all right. Love you. Talk to you later.
Okay, I've missed not talking to you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Am I catching you at a bad time?
I'm in Charleston for a wedding.
Well, good. What you doing down there now?
What?
What are y'all doing now?
I had some gift cards from Christmas, so I just went and spent a little bit of money in Dumas, and we're about to get ready to go to an event at 2 o'clock.
What, they got, like a lunch or something?
Just like a cocktail hour followed by a rehearsal dinner.
Are you in the wedding?
No, Brooklyn is.
I got you. Who's getting married?
Hannah.
Who's she marrying?
Matthew, the boy that she brought from Moselle.
Yeah. Well, good. All right. Well, y'all go have fun. I'll try to call you later. You gonna be there all weekend?
Yeah.
All right. I'll try to call you on Sunday. I got a couple of things I need for you to do.
All right.
Everything else okay?
Yeah.
Are all your friends gonna be there?
No, not really. I don't know many people. I know people here.
Well, I hope you have a good time. Where's the wedding?
Charleston.
I know, but where?
I don't know.
Well, have fun, and I won't bother you over the weekend. I'll just try to call you Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
All right. Is Brooklyn with you?
Yeah, we're getting an elevator though, so I'm about to lose service.
All right, well, tell her I said hey, okay? Give her a big hug.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Hey.
Hey.
I tried to call you earlier when I thought Liza Grace might be up, but...
I know. I was so bummed because my son was in the kitchen and I was giving her a bath.
Well,
and
make sure you tell her in the morning I tried to call her on her birthday.
No, I already told her tonight because I could tell it was from your number, and so I told her when I was tucking her in that you had called.
Hey, I hate to do this, but I got to run, and I'm hopefully we've been shut down with COVID and all this, but hopefully it's opening back up. So hopefully I'll be able to call you. I'll call you soon.
Okay.
All right, love you. Tell John and all the kids hello. And Buster's in Charlotte?
No, he's actually upstairs.
He is?
Here.
I'm going to try to call. I've got like 1 minute. I'm going to try to call him.
Yeah, call him. He's upstairs. Or you want me to run this phone? You want me to run my phone up to him?
Do you mind? I mean, I got like 1 minute.
Let's see how fast I can run.
I'm still doing my exercises. You'd be proud of me. I picked up a couple new ones off that thing you sent me.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got it. I didn't know if you had been getting
I mean,
any of my
that's probably
letters.
one thing. I'm probably in better shape than I've been in 30 years.
Well, I bet. Exercising like that every day. Are you still doing it 2 hours a day?
It's not taking me 2 hours. I'm doing the same things I was doing, but my my lungs have improved so much, and my strength has improved so much that I'm doing it so much quicker. It's down to but I've added like 5 sets of sit-ups and 5 sets of dips, and it takes me about an hour and 15, 20 minutes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I can tell a real difference.
Well, John Morgan told me to tell you hey, and here's Buster.
All right, love you. Call you soon, okay?
Okay, love you too. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
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 How?
Hey, bud. I just wanted to say, hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Uh-huh.
Y'all had a good weekend at the wedding?
Yeah.
All right, I don't have but a minute to call. Hopefully I'll be able to call tomorrow, okay?
Oh, I had something. I saw my phone popped up for the voicemail call, but the phone didn't ring.
That's okay. Buster, I know you pick up if you see it and you can. I'm not worried about that. I love you. I just wanted to say, hey, but with this COVID and stuff, I mean, COVID's run through this whole thing, apparently. Apparently, lots of people got it, and it's been on lockdown. But I think we had it last week in my pod, and then when we tested last Thursday, we were all negative, but we had it. I'm confident that head cold I had the week before was COVID, but I don't know that for a fact. But everybody in this pod had a head cold, but then we got tested on Thursday, and we were negative. Anyway, I got to get off the phone. This crazy son of a bitch in here, he bangs the door all friggin' night long. All right, I got to run. I love you, Bus. I'm going to try to call you tomorrow, okay? So be on the lookout. You going to be around?
Yeah.
All right, you okay?
Yeah.
Is Brooklyn okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, what you doing in the bed at 9 o'clock?
9:40.
Do you go to bed that time every night now?
No, I just get in the bedroom, watch TV and whatnot.
You don't ever stay downstairs with John and them?
I do sometimes.
I know you used to do that a lot. All right, I love you. Are you all right now? You promise?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to call you tomorrow when I can talk.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Hi.
Sorry to call you back to back like that. I just didn't know if you missed it or whatever. Are you in the middle of something?
We're skiing.
You're what?
Skiing.
Skiing?
Yeah.
With who?
With John and the kids.
You didn't tell me y'all were going skiing.
I think I did.
Where y'all at?
Sugar.
Well, good. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on the slope now?
No.
Where are you?
We just walked over. We're waiting on everyone to kind of gather up. We switched over to a different lift, and we're just kind of waiting.
Did Brooklyn go with you?
Yeah.
Can she ski?
Yeah.
Good. Can I say hey to her?
Yeah. Hang on, before I give you the phone to her, you need to figure this thing out with Jim and all this stuff, because they keep texting me, and I've got nothing to tell them.
Well, I just tried to call him. I got it figured out. I'll be in touch with you.
All right, well, tell them I want it in writing, so I just want everything to be legit.
I understand.
All right.
All right. Just let him know that I just tried to call him. Does he know that I haven't even been able to call you?
I don't know.
Well, when he texts you, what do you tell him?
I don't respond.
Well, respond to him and just tell him that
You don't want to talk to him?
that
You don't want to talk?
because of COVID, I haven't been able to call you.
All right, I understand.
And that I tried to call him, and I haven't been able to call Jim since last Thursday. Let him know that today's the first day I could call him since last Thursday, and what I talked to him about last week, he'll know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, all right. Well,
when's the last time they texted you?
This past week, one of the days. I forgot which one.
10-4. Try to always respond to them, even if you don't know anything. All right, and I'm gonna let you go. You want to just tell Brooklyn I said hey?
Yeah, and see if just try to. Could we call that tonight?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Maybe things are gonna loosen up a little bit. And
all right.
I love you.
Love you.
Tell everybody hey, and y'all have fun.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Good morning.
Hey.
Am I waking you up?
No.
I know y'all had a long weekend. When did you get back?
We got back yesterday around, I don't know, about 2:15.
Oh, so y'all didn't ski Sunday. What time did y'all get up and come home?
8.
10-4. So how was it?
It was good.
Was it good snow or was it ice?
There was ice, but it was fun.
Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time. Brooklyn had a good time?
Yeah.
Hey, look, Jim called you on Friday. Do you need him to call you again, or do you remember?
No, I don't remember. Are they gonna put anything in writing, or are they just gonna refer to the previous writing?
Yeah, I think just when you do what Jim asks you to do, just say per our conversation, until further notice, the same conditions as in whatever that date of that letter is apply.
Well, I can't match those conditions to that letter because I don't believe that the figure is gonna match up.
It's not. Other than that, just say, here's what
I'm
saying. The other contingencies apply, and we'll be in touch.
Well, and I'm actively looking into, I'm in contact with the lady in Merrill Lynch in the account and trying to get some info on it. But I am very apprehensive that from the people that I've talked to, I don't know if the money is in there and is transferable, and I don't know when it's going to be put in there.
Oh, well, Randy said it was. Let me find out.
Well, okay, if Randy said it was, me and Randy talked about a week ago, and he said that he didn't know when it was going to be readily available.
Okay.
But I'm reaching out to the lady that created the account. So, she'll be able to tell out of anybody.
Okay. And where are you going to be today?
I'll be in Oakland for the rest of the week.
Okay. All right. Well, be on the lookout for Jim calling you. I may have him give you a call a little later.
For what?
Just to go over, just be on the lookout.
Well, he texted me this morning, so what more is he going to need to tell me?
I don't know, but, he called you on Friday, so what did he text you this morning?
Just so to keep him updated. And the reason that he wants to move quickly.
10-4. Well, just respond to him.
Okay.
I know you're working on it. And hopefully I'll be able to call. Things are loosening up a little bit, so I should be able to call.
All right.
All right, I love you. Call you later, okay?
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Hey, bud.
Hey.
What you doing?
Nothing, on the way back to OTT.
Where you been?
I went and got Randolph and Liza Grace from school.
I got you. So they're with you?
Yeah, they're in the car.
Can I talk to Liza Grace really quick?
They got, yeah,
Just put it on the speakerphone.
Well, that's hard for me to explain to them what all's going on, and they asked a bunch of questions.
Oh, okay. Lizzie told me to call her on her birthday, so I tried to call her on her birthday. Make sure she knows I called her on her birthday.
I will.
Tell her happy birthday. I love her. Buster,
yeah.
Things are loosening up here, apparently, finally, with all this COVID stuff. So I just got off the phone with Jim a minute ago, And so look for a call from him tomorrow. Are you going to be around?
Yeah, he already got in touch with me, and I told him I'll speak to him tomorrow.
Yeah, he told me that.
Or his
but
assistant.
I think he's going to call you like he did when you were in wherever he said you were. You were at Sugar Mountain or something?
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to call you tomorrow to go over that stuff just like he did then.
Well, that's fine. I got in touch with him. Detail about the holdings and what's held and what's in there and why it's in there. And I said I got in touch with the lady at Merrill Lynch, and she sent me a document telling me about the account and what's all in it. And then I have a call with her and Ronnie at 4 o'clock, and I guess they're going to walk me through how to start the process of transferring holdings out of the account to somewhere else.
10-4. All right. So, all right, you doing okay?
Yeah.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, too, but look for Jim's call.
All right.
Okay? He's playing golf at 2, so hopefully
before that?
Mid-morning or so, and I'll give him a call, and then I'm sure he'll be
calling
you right.
He already asked to call me at 11, and I told him that was fine.
Okay. All right. Love you.
All right. Love you.
All right. Tell the kids hello. Tell Jabba Joe I said hey.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey!
What you doing?
Mary Marvin's in the car with me, and we are about to go through the car wash, so if it gets a little bit loud, that's just the dryers, but it'll be over in a minute.
How's Mary Marvin?
Good.
Good.
I just asked her, and she's got a tennis lesson today at 4 o'clock, and Buster picked up the other 2 kids.
I just talked to
Buster. You did?
Yeah. I think things are, this COVID stuff seems to really be letting up. So I know they're starting canteen back up Monday, so they're apparently letting people back in here. They told Jim he could come in Monday. They haven't been. He's been checking every week, and they haven't been allowing him in. So things are.
I got you. That's great news. We're going to go camping on Saturday.
Where are you?
And
y'all going in the camp or y'all going in the tent?
We're doing both. So the dryers are about to start, so it'll be loud for just 15 more seconds. So John Marvin and I will stay in the RV, and Liza Gray and her 2 little buddies. This is kind of for her birthday. Well, it is for her birthday. They'll stay in a tent.
Where y'all going
to Bree's mom.
Well, good. Not down there. We used to take kids down there, Buster and Paul, for their birthdays.
Well, Buster got a tent yesterday, and so he and Randolph are going to be in the other tent.
Oh, God.
We're going to be packing melatonin for everybody.
Well, y'all will have a good time.
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Good as, hell, he ain't good in the damn jailhouse, but all things considered, I'm doing good.
Well, I think about you all the time and wonder how you are.
All the time. John's good?
He's good. He's been busy the last couple of days trying to get this RV ready. And, just kind of plugging along with work and just doing what he does.
Well, hopefully I'm going to get back to being able to call regular now. I think all this stuff's really letting up. I don't know. I tell you what, I don't know about haircut right now.
Guess what I did last night?
What?
I cut Buster's hair.
You did?
Yeah, it was so much fun. We did it. Well, I've done just a little bit on the girls before when they were younger, but that didn't really go over too well. And I've tried to do Randolph, but he's never sat still enough for me to do that.
I understand.
So then after I did Buster's, then Randolph did get a hold of the scissors and he cut his bangs. So he's kind of got a crooked hairdo right now.
Well, I promise you, you can't believe how long my hair is. And I haven't I haven't had a razor. They don't give you, razors in jail. They're very strict with them. And so they haven't had a razor. I mean, I have the longest beard I've ever had. I don't grow a beard easy, but I haven't shaved in 2 months.
Well, so that's how everybody's got a beard then?
Well, no, most people, yeah. People who grow hair. I don't grow much hair, and I got a beard, so some people got really long beards. So, we should be getting razors any time now. Actually, I tell you what, I'm saying that what I'm saying is not true. I shaved on December 10th before a hearing, and then I've shaved one time since then, but I only shaved underneath my chin. But now, it's driving me crazy, I can tell it, like when I drink, I can feel it in my mustache.
Oh, Alec, that would drive me nuts.
Oh, it drives me nuts. But anyway, it's by far the longest beard I've ever had.
Well, so did they just let you have... Well, I remember, I thought it was either he quit or he just wasn't coming in there because of COVID.
No. The barber quit before I got here, and he's actually a guy that's a nurse that comes around, and he just said, what they were paying for him to cut hair, it took so much time, and he was ended up spending all his time here. He said they either got to pay him more, or anyway, he's not doing it. So they hadn't had a barber in here in like 5 months, so I hadn't had a haircut since. I guess I got my hair cut. I went to detox in September. I guess I got my hair cut sometime right before the 4th of July.
Wow, so you haven't had it cut. So me
and Papa T went, I'm telling you, it would have been sometime right before July 4th.
And so you think that was in Somerville?
Well, I got Laura to cut it in Charleston.
I gotcha. Well, so when you were...
Papa T.
They've been on my heart to call, and I need to call them. Maybe I'll do that on the way home tonight after tennis, but I have not talked to them. Have you?
No, but I got to figure out how to talk to them. They've got to learn how to. Buster's got to set up an account because I've got to speak to them. I've got to say, hey.
Yeah. Well, do you need their telephone numbers?
Oh no, I know their telephone numbers.
Okay. Well, I'll call them. I'll make sure to call them either today or tomorrow and let them know that you asked about them. But I just, I haven't talked to them maybe in about four weeks. And there for a while I was talking to her, every other week or so. Mm-hmm. But it's been a while.
Tell them I said hello. I get Buster to tell them all the time, but I got to get them to set up an account just so I can call them and check on them periodically. I know they're having a hard time, so the least I can do is call them.
Yeah, for sure. So going back to the shaving, when you were able to shave before,
say again?
when you were able to shave right before the hearing, did they just give you that razor just because of the hearing, or?
No. They have razors. They have razor day where you get a razor, but it's like a little single blade. It doesn't shave you good. Some people they don't have any shaving cream. Some people put Band-Aid on to shave with.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not kidding. Anyway, I just use soap. It makes my face dry, but I have some stuff to put on my face. No big deal.
Yeah.
Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah.
I need you to do me one favor.
What's that?
Will you put flowers out?
I will. For Valentine's Day, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that. That's a great idea. I'm glad you thought of that. I'll definitely do that.
I'll call you later, okay?
Okay, I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.